yeah, it's a real privilege to be here, and really, yeah, a joy. I'm not sure I would have anticipated, yeah, the CKAN would be around in 20 years. So it's really amazing to be here with everyone and to talk about the future of open data in the era of AI with my colleague, Anu. And, 20 years ago when we started CKAN, it was to solve really a simple problem. Governments and others had data, but nowhere to put it. And I think we've solved that, not obviously just CKAN, but the open data community and others have really, I think we've made huge advances. And CKAN now runs data portals in over 40 countries. But here's what I think 20 years has also taught us, that making data available is not the same as making it useful or usable. And, still today, many open data portals, not all, but many, are still kind of essentially filing cabinets, very well organized, technically impressive, but they're filing cabinets nevertheless. And I think what we want to do is obviously, and it's been something we've not completely new that we talked about for some time, is how do we make availability into accessibility? And I think this is why an aspect why AI is so exciting around data is that the bottleneck has not always been technical access, it's cognitive access, knowing what to ask, how to query, how to interpret data. So we built the infrastructure for publishing, but we've never fully solved the infrastructure for understanding. And that's, I think, some of the unfinished business of open data. And I also think that the advent of AI not only helps us really address that gap, but also it makes open data even more important, in the sense that, as both in terms of AI models, but in terms of when AI has access to things, as we've seen actually happening, I think, with open source, AI prefers to build with open source. I think we would hope to say that AI will like to kind of reason, or at least have grounds for like factual thinking when, with its users, based on open data, on reliable, trustworthy, high quality open data. And this is what I therefore think that the AI shift that we're having, and this is what the AI moment actually means for us. It's not automation, and it's not chatbots or portals. It means we can finally close the gap between data being available and data being understandable and usable by the people who actually need it: policy makers, journalists, citizens, scientists, and others. And natural language becomes the query language. Context becomes automatic. And the person with the question no longer needs to be a data engineer to get an answer. So that brings me to something we've been building. I mean, at least at Datopian, I know in other parts of the community, we built an MCP server for CKAN and Portal.js actually about 6 months ago. It's the first experiment. I think MCP servers may even now be going out of fashion for various reasons, but we've been working recently in another early prototype born from that work, queryless. The idea of that is simple. You have a data set or data in your organization or in your data portal, and you have a question, and you can just ask it from the interface, not only the web interface, but from Telegram, WhatsApp, Google Chat, whatever, wherever you actually normally are as a user.